Good morning, everyone, and welcome back and happy start of the week. Let's start right away with a very important week ahead of us. From many points of view, there are various important macroeconomic data that will be released this week. There are the non-farm payrolls, but I know it's obviously the end of the month. So when we are in these periods between the end of the month and the beginning of the new month, there are often, in short, portfolio adjustments by large investment firms, so please pay maximum attention. There are also some quarterly reports awaiting us this week from the most important companies, so between Wednesday and Thursday. It's a slightly shorter week for Europe because Thursday is Labor Day in Europe. So European markets will remain closed on Thursday, but I will be working anyway. I will provide the levels. So having made these premises from a certain point of view, let's say the situation is currently a bit rebalanced upwards in the sense that these rumors about tariffs have been circulating because we are now experiencing, let's say, a new market phase that we can comfortably define news-driven, meaning these rumors that are followed by statements which are often later denied by the counterparts. So we need to learn and try to stay focused on the weight to be able to read the moment and to take advantage of any potential significant inflows into the markets following these circulating and impactful news. With this brief introduction, let's take a look in short at everything a little bit. From an operational point of view, we obviously start, as always, with the Nasdaq. This is a 5-minute chart, just a moment while we remove some of the... We switch to a 4-hour chart. Perfect. Here it is. Okay. So, as we were saying, at the moment we are working, as we can see here, by expanding the view a little above this PV, which we had identified again because the original one was a bit lower and had held. In short, it had then provided the bullish push. And so we had set ourselves there's obstacles to overcome for potential bullish pushes that have occurred, even if not with excessive vigor. So we will see for a moment what the developments might be, considering everyone. In short, the premise of all these situations that we have made. At the moment, the price is... Let's return to a more detailed chart. At the moment, the price is working within the range levels of the BC3 levels. In short, not colorful. This is the new version of BC3 2.0. Then, well, this part here is a new tour I'm working on, so I won't reveal anything. It's all under development. Soon, in short, there will be updates. So having said that, we were talking about the price that is currently working within the BBC3. I was staying, let's say, a little more on the trend side, not bearish, but rather going to test these lower levels that have held, in short, all day Friday. So I probably expect a little bit of a trading range between HV, SDZO, maybe with some spikes, up to the maximum recorded at Friday's close. But essentially, I believe we will remain here. So on the downside, let's monitor this area here. So in correspondence, in short, with Friday's lows LSD2 on the upside, I would monitor the HV level with this maximum recorded right at Friday's close. In tone at 19 weeks, 600 roughly. So we monitor this area here for potential bullish breaks that could certainly provide bullish pushes. In short, an attack on the 20,000 mark. In short, at this point, we're almost there. I don't rule it out in the slightest, but obviously we need to find the right impulses. Okay. Having said that, for the Nasdaq, let's move on to the standard of the pool. Here it is. The situation is more or less similar. However, we are below the level we indicated, 5,560, which was thoroughly tested on Friday. At the close, right in the final moments, it held as might have been expected. At the moment we are here too, even though it's working between HW, SD, ZEO, I would definitely monitor for an upward trend. This red line in short, which we have already drawn for quite some time, 55.60 downward, In short, I would monitor SD1 with a dive to the lows recorded on Friday. So in the absolute manner, this is the area 5480. In short, 5480, 55, 5490 downward, upward, 5550, 5560, 65. In short, it's the area to pass to be able to aim. Then in short, a recovery, maybe with, in short, also of area 5.6 probably, so an area RD2. Thank you. We will see. Okay, let's move on, obviously. The Dow Jones. Here it is, just a moment, it removes a few lines. At the moment, we are also working here. In short, at the BC3 levels, but you see we are below the lows recorded on Wednesday. Unlike the Nasdaq and ES, so both Dow Jones and Russell are, in short, taking a little time. They are recovering less in relative strength compared to the Nasdaq. We will see if they might manage to align and recover and, in short, the ground, the lost ground in this decline. Here too the scenario is similar. We will monitor the lows recorded on Friday. So area 39, 9, 40,000. In short, with SD1, this is the area to monitor for a downward or upward move. We are monitoring 0, so the trading range at this moment is between RD0 and SD0. In short, probably some dips down, likely to test these levels here before possibly starting again. If, in short, the movement should continue downward or upward, for potential upward breaks, we are monitoring 40.3, 40.4. This is the area to watch. Let's take a look at the Russell. Here it is, let's choose these, perfect. You see how at the moment even the Russell is working a bit lower, absolutely to monitor the area of 1940. So with the low recorded on Friday, this is the area, this level. I would keep this well in mind because breaking this could definitely lead prices to a test of purchases and minimum purchases, which then corresponds to the VIX and Vandy area at a minimum. On the upside, we obviously monitor this area here of HV with the range defined by BC3. In short, I would exclude this because I consider it just a spike, probably in a phase of volatility at closing. I would exclude it. I would stick to 1968, 1970 as the level to break in order to then aim probably Bonta at this area here of the highs, which is in the RD1 zone. Okay, let's now move on to the DAX. Let's also take a look at the DAX, the future on Tuesday, which at the moment has reached an important level. In short, held multiple times during the decline, and therefore it might also, in short, start a bit of a move, a bit of a downturn. We'll see on the DAX. At the moment, Sanzo, but the movement seems to be, in short, there is a bit of upward momentum in the markets. They have been open for about an hour and a half. If I didn't make it a bit later, we are working again within the range. Essentially maintained. It went to test the highs recorded on Friday at the close. It's coming back in and is working. It could probably also be hypothesized a test of the HV. In short, an area that will probably be retested. With the break of HV, it could bring prices even up to SD1 to monitor, because then, in short, below we have this level here. So in short, a possible break with volumes that have not been excessive in this rise. They could then give, in short, a very fast bearish push. We'll see if, in short, this scenario will occur on the upside. Obviously, we are monitoring these two highs here at the moment, so in the area of 25.15, 25.30, roughly. Okay, let's obviously move on to oil. Here it is. Many things to say today. Here it is. Here. Perfect. Oil that at the moment, in short, this is Wednesday's session. Here it is on Friday's session. We can frame it as a trading range that is currently, in short, working in the upper part. In short, you see, there is a bit of an upward trend in recovery, but essentially we can frame it as a waiting movement. Essentially, if we zoom out, maybe with an hourly chart, we can see it. The movement is easing. We are working within this trading range with a spike made around 64.80. And on the downside, I would definitely monitor 61.50. In short, 61. And 61.50 is the area to hold. So between ST2 and the VIX area is the area to hold on the upside. Obviously, we are monitoring this RD1 zone here, which then corresponds with these spikes. Here, therefore, the potential breakout. In short, now it's working a bit above the breakout. Potentially RD1, could easily lead prices to test the VIX area on the upside, so around 64.50. Okay, let's take a look at them as well, of course. This is natural gas. Here it is, perfect. So they are currently in a phase of retracement after the heavy selling that occurred last week. At the moment, it's finding a base around 3,000 between 3.2 and 93 and 3. It's finding a base, it's trying to consolidate in this area. We'll see if they manage to hold these lows here, so around the 3270 area, roughly corresponding with ST1. Breaking this level could certainly push prices further down, maybe even significantly to 3,230. This area here, 3,230 upwards. Furthermore, this could lead to additional market movements. Obviously, we are going to monitor this area here at 3320, which then corresponds to this low here. This area of highs here, indeed, they have achieved it. Absolutely. Between RD0 and RD1 is the area to monitor, so between 3310 and 3320, 3325 is the area to monitor. A breakout could potentially lead prices to test this area here at RD2, which seems to me to be the most difficult obstacle to overcome for aiming at a more substantial recovery. Okay, let's also look at SPX, the start of the week. We always take a look. Well, we usually do it every day. So what can I say? Similar. Obviously, at the moment there has been this recovery. Even if we look at these charts, I wanted to show you, well, I noticed it on S, Santino did. If we put up a chart monthly, you can see that it has drawn essentially a monstrous hammer. This is a monthly chart. Okay, it has drawn a monstrous hammer with a long shadow that, if confirmed, could indeed potentially provide a significant bullish push in the market. The same thing, the Nasdaq has also drawn. I'll show it, because you need to keep these things in mind. Always present, even the Nasdaq, although it has an upper part, less pronounced, has drawn a beautiful hammer. We will see if the long shadow is confirmed. It is important in these cases in a similar figure. The movement that occurred afterward was enormous. In the following months, we will see what developments will occur. Okay, so we were talking about SPX, which is in a similar situation, even if we look at this on a chart. Here is the monthly chart of SPX. Here too, a beautiful hammer that has formed could easily lead prices to test the highs recorded in recent months. We will see what they could be, I repeat, very much. Depends on the rumors, as we have said. Having said that, we are experiencing a market that, from being binary due to war scenarios, has returned to being a news-driven market. This new section of cryptocurrencies that we have launched for the moment, in short, I am offering them for free until the 1st of May. So they will be published in the chat on Discord and on Patreon with a post, in short, unlocked for everyone. Then from the 1st of May, in short, they will only be available by subscription for a separate section. So they will not be part of the premium subscription, which I consider them to be. In short, a separate thing. Nopi, 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 nopi. Perfect. What can I say for Bitcoin? In short, the service offers only daily levels from Monday to Friday, excluding Saturday and Sunday, even though, in short, the market is open for cryptocurrencies, but in short, I provide them from Monday to Friday. At the moment, it made an attempt to break through, in short. But what about me? Last night, from the BC3 level zone, which was then recovered and brought prices back up again, we went to retest the highs recorded on Friday. Certainly, if it doesn't continue with a new high, it might resume a decline here, perhaps to retest its lows around the 93,000 area. Instead, a break of this zone here, therefore of 95,300, could easily also break the highs recorded on Friday and make an upward move into the 96 and 97 area, or with stronger pushes, in short, even a bit higher. Okay, that said, we've reached the end of this Monday morning briefing, a bit longer because it was the start of the week and there were a few things to say. I hope these videos help you in interpreting the day that awaits us, and as always, we'll catch up later in the chat. Leave a like on the video and thank you all for your attention.